guys. Hopefully all is well, and I'll see you guys soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about exactly what we're doing with this cookie conversion. So pre-COVID, what I would do, a fun little activity that would get you guys doing conversions and you guys could actually eat cookies at the end, is we would convert everything from what we use here in the US, which is like cups and teaspoons and all that, and we would convert it all to grams. We would measure it out ourselves, and then we would bake these cookies downstairs in the foods room, and we would see how our cookies turned out. So we're not able to do that this year, so I'm going to bring cookies into the classroom, but we're still going to convert it. So once everybody's done converting them, we can have the cookies. So for you guys, for instance, I told you to make 10 cookies. All right, this recipe that I am giving you normally makes 60 cookies. So right there is a conversion in itself. If I would have said you need to make 30 cookies, then I would have been like, oh, I need to cut this in half, because I cut from 60 to 30 in half. I would need to do, instead of 1 teaspoon, a half a teaspoon. But that would be entirely too easy. So I'm telling you guys you need 10 cookies. All right, so that's what that 10 is there for. Now this part right here, we don't need. That was there for when we actually went down and baked them. So we are going to convert all of this into grams. So I did an example problem on your paper. I want to go ahead and explain how I set things up in case it wasn't clear on your paper. Sometimes you can look it on the paper, and without somebody there explaining it, you're like, what is this? So let's just look. I always tell you guys in conversions to start with what you were given. And what I gave you is 10 cookies. Okay, I'm going to write CK for cookies. So I'm going to write that down, and I'm going to do my parentheses for conversions. And I always ask you guys what goes on bottom. I don't even care about a number right now. What unit goes on bottom? And it would be my CK, my cookies. I need that to cancel out. Because what I'm doing, I'm going to do this first bullet point, and I'm going to try to figure out how many grams of flour are there. And instead of using, we're going to use decimals, so I'm going to do 2.25. So normally 60 cookies, to bake 60 cookies, would take 2.25. I'm just going to put CF for cups of flour. So right now, I could do that math. I could take 10 times 2.25 and divide it by 60. But my answer would be in cups and flour, and I want everything in grams. So I'm going to do another step. I'm going to do this step. Now, cups of flour have to go on bottom. Remember, that could be catty-cornered from each other to cancel out their division. And I want to be left with room. So this is where these numbers come into play. I see that 1 cup is 120 grams. So my cups of flour cancel out, and it leaves me in grams exactly where I want to be. So now to do the math. It does not matter if you multiply first or divide first, as long as if your number is on top, you're multiplying. If the number is on bottom, you are dividing. So I'm going to take 10 times 2.25, then I'm going to divide by 60, then I'm going to multiply by 120. That 1 on the 1 cup of flour, if you multiply or divide by 1, it does not change your answer, so normally I just kind of ignore the ones. I could go ahead and say divide by 1, but it's not going to change anything. So the answer to this would be 45 grams of flour. All right, now you guys, I did 10, I'm sorry. I went ahead and did the first one for you, so you guys lucked out. I did 8 on your paper because I was like, oh no, I don't want to do one for them. Well, guess what? If you're watching the video, you got a freebie. That's your first answer. Down here for flour would be 45 grams, okay? You're then going to do it for teaspoons. You're going to set it up the exact same way, except now you're going to do 60 cookies, 1 teaspoon. And then you're going to use this for the second set of parentheses. And you just keep setting up the same way. So this and this will always be in the exact same spot. You are only changing this number depending on what it tells you here. And then you'll change this parentheses depending on what it tells you here. All right, if you guys have any questions at all, please let me know. I always hate trying to do chemistry online. I feel like it can be really confusing at times. So let me know if there's something you're not clear on. I will be glad to help you out with whatever I can. All right, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.